comes full circle. But he's not the only character in the medical field as we move on to more Goldman, the neurotic owner of Goldman's Pharmacy. Ford's voiced by John G. Brennan, also known as Johnny B, one half of the New York-based prank call comedy duo, the Jerky Boys. And one of Brennan's recurring characters, Saul Rosenberg, sounds awfully familiar.
Yeah, but he didn't. I couldn't see so much of my feet open.
What a career trajectory. One day you're wasting people's time doing fun.
Very much.
As for his late wife Muriel, well, there's honestly not too much about her. She is a famous actress.
This is our niece, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
She is the mother of Nicole.
Forever.
Look at his Face's last name was Harry. It actually goes up 15. Sure, he shares the same name as an early writer for Family Guy named, you guessed it, Neil Goldman. Goldman was a co-writer on classic episodes like The Moon, Running Mates, My Double Murder, and Eating a Restaurant. And for all your breaking news, you can rely on Tom Tucker to give you the story. He's got another name on the long list of characters in the series for himself.
You can see that there is some sort of low. I'm in a tank top. I think that's okay. And your Wonderland was still run.
Good morning, I'm Tom Tucker. Coming up, the secret to remaining upbeat after getting an elderly waitress.
But this may be one of McFarlane's least popular voices, as he once revealed on a Facebook Q&A that Tom Tucker was the voice fans requested he do the least. I guess everyone must always be asking for that iconic Jasper voice instead. Tom's former broadcast partner Diane Simmons is up next. Although she was present on the show for 9 seasons, she didn't have a ton of memorable moments. That is until she became the main antagonist of the premiere episode of season 9, and then there were fewer. Although Diane doesn't possess the same extensive body count as characters like Stewie or Peter, she does hold the distinction of having killed the most named characters on the show. These include Quagmire's date Stephanie,
Did the court hit me?
actor James Woods,
Look.
co-owner of Goldman's Pharmacy, Muriel Goldman,
Oh my God!
Julian's husband, Derek Wilcox,
Dear God!
girlfriend Priscilla. Unfortunately, we can never forgive Diane for robbing us of all the potentially amazing Muriel and Derek episodes we've been become in the form of Joyce Kinney. Joyce's hiring is a bit ironic considering the reason why Diane went on a murderous rampage in the first place.
To replace it with a fresh young face.
When she turned 40, Diane believed she would be phased out. Surely the old dinosaur could have enjoyed retirement. What's funny is that Joyce may actually be older than Diane. In season 9's And I'm Joyce Kinney, it's revealed that Lois and Joyce went to high school together.
We went to high school together, Lois. Chemistry class. Freshman year. Joycey.
It was Lois's last reported age being 42. That means Joyce would have had to have been around the same age. Well, hopefully Diane can see the funny side of this from all the way down there. And now for the weather, we go to Ollie Williams. How's it looking out there, Ollie?
Let's go hard.
Thanks, Ollie. These are pretty much the extent of his scenes on the show, quick bursts of yelling about stuff. But it didn't always used to be like this, as Ollie's manner of speech appears to be a product of his alcoholism.
Johnny utterances.
Rounding out the Channel 5 news team is major reporter That's how she's doing. as we see by the end, Ernie lives to fight another day. That's all well and good, but what's the status of that movie? My guess is it's just going to be an hour and a half Cowboy Twitty concert. And if they do ever do that movie, then they better include Consuela, our favorite maid whose only hobby is telling people no. But Consuela has the unique distinction of being a character that originated in a cutaway before becoming a mainstay character. Her first appearance was in the Season 6 episode, Believe It or Not, Joe's Walking on Air. And what exactly are your demands?
We need more lemon pledge.
Hopefully she can get to LPA to help with her addiction to that stuff. What, you haven't heard of Lemon Pledge Anonymous? But Consuela escapes Cutaway Land and makes it into the main role of the show when she briefly becomes the Griffin's household maid.
Here's $40 if you leave right now.
Oh, I see.
A haggling expert, that one. And from there, Consuela stayed a somewhat prominent character, bringing her light dusting skills to the world of co-op. And another of her purchases of down the job or just really likes to work because he sure does switch occupations a lot. Bruce has held at least 14 jobs over the course of the series. I guess I've got to name all of them. He's worked as the clerk of a Halloween store, a CPR teacher, a psychic medium, a priest, a hypnotherapist, a masseuse, both a bowling alley shoot counterman and snack bar attendee, a referee, a laser tag operator, a production assistant on an adult film set, waste management duty, and a couples counselor. I would not envy this man when it comes time to find his taxes.
Still sober. Thank you.
Everyone's favorite neighborhood creep, John Herbert, is up next. Herbert's mostly known for flirting with Chris Herbert's guests, most notably when Chris used to deliver newspapers to him.
That's a nice muscle throwing on you got there. Thanks.
And while Herbert remained the inspiration for the phrase stranger danger for the rest of the series, the role he played in Chris's life was almost slightly different. I took DVD commentary for Herbert's debut episode to love and value his bus driver, Chris would get weirded out by and try to avoid it. Access to a bus full of children probably wasn't the right call, so I decided to just let Herbert walk through the rest of it.
Get your fat ass back here.
From one old guy to the next, we move on to the salty sea dog made of sandalwood, Seamus. Despite possessing no hands or fingers, Seamus doesn't let his disability get in the way of him doing normal things, like writing, dating, and owning a phone. Speaking of that last one, we actually learned Seamus' full phone number in the Season 16 episode Follow the Money when Seamus tries to take Meg out on a date. A real pulling names out of the hat.
Up in the hospital with sepsis, which is a blood infection, fighting for his life. His arms and legs had to be amputated to save his life. He barely made it out. Culprit? Camp Note cytophaga bacteria. It chills and lives harmlessly in 70% of dogs' mouth. In rare cases, a lick on a cut of somebody who is immunocompromised or is genetically vulnerable leads to rapid infection and organ failure. Now, if your immune system is low, you might know it and you might want to avoid dog licking, but if you're genetically vulnerable, there is no way for you to know unless you do some crazy genetic testing.
Cover around 8 million. This massive increase in population is thanks to a couple of different things. The average person lives a much longer life today than they did 100 years ago, and we're still riding these populations. Families were having 5 countries that you see here. It's expecting that 10.3 billion people in 2080 enters a slow and irreversible effect. I don't know why no one is talking about this. Population will keep getting its irreversible last 100 years. In 1925, there were 2 billion people. Now we hover we're still riding the families were having 5 to 6 kids. All of those kids and so all of the countries that are necessary expected that around 10.3 billion people in 2080 before entering a slow and irreversible this United Nations just released a year that the human population will its irreversible decline, and it is in 1925, yeah, because sometimes my lips get chapped and it does sound like we're just stuff too. My Ron Denny's. I'm gonna shake my eyes on these. That's my red dress. That's like this.